Hey, the chosen ones, it's your girl Tashana, and I'm back with another informational video. Today's video is about the Rutherford County judge in Tennessee that has locked up 11 or more Black kids and has been locking up an alarming high rate of juveniles at the detention center in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, Rutherford County, over the past couple years. And I'm speaking on this subject because I live in Rutherford County, Tennessee. I am a Black woman who had 5 kids, and we stay in Rutherford County, Tennessee. And we've been in Rutherford County, Tennessee for over 10 years now. So I don't want like the wrong message to be sent out and put out about Rutherford County, Tennessee, because Rutherford County is an amazing place to live, a beautiful place to live. So Rutherford County definitely reminds me of up north. I'm from up north. So I don't want you guys to get the wrong picture about Rutherford County based off of this one judge and this police officer who does and who has proven, who has admitted, the judge, that she illegally locked up 11 Black kids for no reason at all. There was no statute, there was no code, there was no infraction. It was an illegal detainment that she did. This judge has got away with this, as well as the officer got away with it. Like the things that they're experiencing now, is nothing compared to what these kids have experienced at a very young age. The officer and the judge are still in their positions, so they're not getting reprimanded. And you want to know the number one reason why the judge and the officer is not getting reprimanded for what they have done illegally? Because ignorance of the law is not an excuse. That's the same exact reason why the judge and the officer were able to pull this move over on the kids and their parents, because ignorance of the law is not an excuse. The fact that you don't know the law is not a reason why the law can't be used against you. It's not a reason why the government can't use codes and infractions and statutes and laws against you. The fact that you don't know the law, they're not going to tell you the law. So then they can help you beat them, and they can lose money from their quota, and they can lose money from their state. Oh no, they're not going to help you do that. You have to learn the law. You have to know the law, because ignorance of the law is not an excuse. It's not a good enough reason for you not to go to jail because you simply did not know, or it's not a good enough reason for them not to break the law because you simply did not know. They're not going to tell you these things because they work for the government. They legally can lie to you and get away with it. Look it up. Start reading Black Law's Dictionary. I keep putting that out here for a reason. It's called Black's Law's Dictionary. It's the dictionary that the lawyers use, that the government uses, that teaches you legalese. It's called legalese. We learn English. We learn English as our primary language, and they give us the English dictionary. But the English dictionary's terms and words are different from Black Law's dictionary terms and words. And legalese is the real language that we need to learn in order to be illuminated, in order to grow, in order to step out into your sovereignty in your sovereign state and be sovereign over yourself. And it's doable. Again, these are my opinions, and these are things that hold true to me, and things that have worked for me, and things that I know to be true when I started learning legalese years ago, when I started indulging in Black Law's dictionary and learning terms and things that are different. For instance, driving and traveling are two different things. You might want to go look up what driving and traveling means in the English dictionary, and then go look up what driving and traveling means in Black Law's dictionary. And if you ever have to represent yourself in court, I suggest that you use Black Law's dictionary terms and not the English dictionary terms. But I'm going to get into this video. The judge in this case that I'm talking about, her name is Donna Scott Davenport, and she is a Rutherford County judge here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And she sent orders out to 3 cops to go arrest 11 students from Hobgood Elementary School. And 2 of the officers, arresting officers, were Black officers, and they refused to do it. And then there was a white officer. Her name is Crystal Templeton. She received a 3-day suspension, 6 months disciplinary probation in her role of arresting these students. And this investigation was done by ProPublica and Nashville Public Radio. So these are very informative places who've done these investigations on the judge and the officer. And not only did they find all this to be true, but the judge also admitted to this. She admitted in interviews, different interviews, that she did illegally arrest these 11 kids. Well, guess what? Because we have video, because we have the truth now circulating around the world and coming out little by little, day by day around the world about what's true and what's false and what can be done and what cannot be done, the judge and the officer were reprimanded a little bit. They were reprimanded more than what they could not have been if the truth did not come out, if there weren't questions being asked, if there wasn't things feeling wrong in people's intuitions and souls that I know something can't be right here. They are being fined, and they're being sued by these kids' parents and these kids and their attorneys, with the lawsuit starting in 2017 and just being settled now here in 2021. They are ordered to pay, Rutherford County is ordered to pay these kids and their family $11 million in this lawsuit. $11 million. Now that the lawsuit and settlement is over, Davenport and the detention center she works for in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, it's a juvenile detention center. They focus on detaining children from other counties. And according to the investigation, 39 counties, as well and as long with the U.S. Marshals Service, contract with Rutherford County for their detainment and detention centers for these juveniles. Now, the only reason why this investigation came about is because the kids and their families, and they wanted to reap justice because something just didn't sit right with them. And you have to know what's right and wrong. That's where you can start if you want to start helping with injustices around the world. But another study and another article that I read about this juvenile detention center here in Murfreesboro, they have the highest detainment rate in Tennessee. Tennessee alone, out of all the cases that they see alone, they only lock up and detain 9% of their kids. But the county, this county, Rutherford County, which is in Tennessee, their rate for locking up the kids that they see or that come through their doors is 46%. So they're more than likely almost locking up every kid, or half of all the kids that they've received coming into their facility. They're locking them up, whether it's for a good reason or a bad reason. And it's sad, bro. It's sad that things like this is still going on to this day. And like I say, I live in Rutherford County. There are a lot of amazing people here. So I don't want you to feel like there is just racism here, because it's not. There's racism wherever you go, and it's not all white people that's racist. There's some black people that's racist. There's Mexican, Asians, Japanese. There's a lot of ethnicities that's racist, and they're not all cops aren't bad. Actually, they have some amazing cops in Rutherford County. I'm not gonna even lie. Like I love some of the cops in Rutherford County. I look at them like family, like brothers and sisters, like no lie. Like they've been there for me. They've been there for people that I know. They show up and they show out when they need to as far as protecting their citizens. They do a dang good job. And not all cops are bad. Not all cops are bad. Not all cops are racist. And not all of them are white. And not all of them just abuse their power. And I'm not just talking about Rutherford County, Tennessee. I'm talking about across America. Not all of them abuse their power, but some of them do. Not all white people are racist, but some of them are. Not all black people are thugs and just unruly. Some of them are. So this judge is completely wrong. The officer involved is completely wrong. I wish they would have got more done to them. I wish they would have lost their jobs so they can have to go through therapy and go through the things and sit there and talk to people like some of these kids have to, because some of the stuff that they got traumatized with during their lockup was wrong. Their parents weren't even notified when they were picked up from the school. The principal was told not to notify any of the parents. One of the kids had diabetes, so she wasn't able to get her medical care or proper medical treatment or just her medicine upon needing it because she was detained illegally. And it's crazy because the judge in this case, because she works at a juvenile detention center, she has the highest authority there. There are no jury. There is no jury at this juvenile detention center. And because there's no jury, she is the highest official in the building. So she feels like this is God's plan for her life. Well, sometimes, just sometimes, you have to distinguish between your spirits, because we have multiple spirits inside of our body. We have the anger spirit, the sad spirit, the happy spirit, the positive spirit, the anxious spirit. You have multiple spirits, but you have one soul. And your spirits can lead to your soul dying, or your spirits can lead to your soul living. And it all is and all learning which spirits you're using or learning which spirits are leading is the gift of discernment. You have to be able to discern. And when you discern, basically you're discerning what's right and what's wrong. You need to learn what's right and what's wrong. You need to know what's right and what's wrong in any given situation. That's how you learn. That's how you strengthen your discernment. And once you strengthen your discernment, you can determine which spirits are running your body, and ultimately which one is going to let your soul live or let your soul die. You heard that judge, she was not using discernment. She was not real. She was not feeling her discernment, her intuition in her body telling her that was wrong. She knew it was wrong. I'm pretty sure she knew it was wrong, but she wasn't feeling it. She was blocking that feeling. She was blocking God speaking to her, telling her that is wrong, that is wrong. And that's what happened when you lead in with the wrong spirit. And when you let in the wrong spirit in you and lead you, you do things that don't resonate with your soul. You're doing things that resonate with your spirit at the time. And it's leading you down the wrong path because you're not letting your corrective, your discernment, your corrective nature, your discernment tell you that it's wrong. Even though you know it's wrong and you let it come by your ears one time, it's wrong. Then you'd be like, no, but this is what I'm supposed to do. And I'm going to help change these kids. And I'm going to do this because even if it's illegal, I'm going to do this because I feel like this is what God wants me to do. People can lead themselves around the wrong path if they don't want to listen to what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. And that's exactly what she did. And then she tried to get 3 other officers involved. But the 2 black officers said they are not doing this. They knew it was illegal when there were no charges to come pick these kids up for it. You just want to come pick them up because they're unruly, but there's no charges being filed. You should know right then and there that it's illegal. And the officers, the 2 black officers that refused, did the right thing because they felt the discernment inside their body saying that that's wrong. They felt God speaking to them. Now, I don't know why this Judge Davenport and this Officer Templeton did not feel their gift of discernment. But if your soul is already dead, you're not going to feel it. And for somebody to still be racist here in 2021, their soul just might be dead. So I don't wish nothing bad upon them. I wish for God to go inside of them deeper and to change them and for them to sincerely be sorry for what they've done and really apologize to these families for what they've done, because the money don't mean nothing. It's going to help out. It's going to do a lot of stuff for them. But it don't change the fact that they were racially profiled, that they were taken from their parents. They didn't even get to see their parent or talk to their parent. You're just coming to pick them up. Do you know how traumatizing that is for a child between the ages of 8 and 11? That is super traumatizing. And I wish that upon no child, no ethnicity, no child of no ethnicity, period. It's sad. And I just want to put this video out because I want to let you know I live in Rutherford County and I've been in Rutherford County for 10 years. And honestly, I've never been subjected to just full-blown racism, or I call it ethnicism, or because there's only one race, the human race. So I'm not with that racism stuff. But I'm not with people going against different ethnicities just because the color of their skin. And I've never felt that here. I have felt prejudice or people being prejudiced towards me, or when you say thank you to some of these people that's out here in the field, they don't like to say you welcome. They'll say no problem or no thank you or things like that, but still very polite and sweet people. But you can feel the prejudice now and again. But that's everywhere you go. It's all across America. And the only way ethnicityism or racism is going to stop is united we stand. Because divided we fall, but it's united we stand. We need all ethnicities to come together and fight against this racist demon, that energy that's going across America. Because America ain't going nowhere no time soon. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. We've been living in it for a long time now, for centuries and centuries. So it's going to be here centuries and centuries to come. The only thing we can do is tear it down to build it back up. But there's no use in tearing it down if we're not going to unite. Because united we stand and divided we fall. So if we're going to tear it all the way down, we need to build it up on a solid foundation. And that's people coming together and doing what's right. So please like, comment, and share on this video and hit the notification bell for more videos like this to come. Because I'm just real with it. And I'm going to tell it like it is. And I'm going to say it like I feel. And like I say, I live in Rutherford County, Tennessee. And it is not what the media is trying to put out here. That did happen. That did occur. That is one instance. But trust me, it's happening other places in the world too. It just came out here first. It's happening all across America. So what we going to do about it? Because one person making a video and sharing it is not going to matter. We need everybody to make videos and everybody to share them so we can kill this racism energy from out of America forever. But it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to tear it all down in order to build it back up. But it's not going to be to everybody unites, to all ethnicities blend, to everybody says enough is enough. So for whatever it's worth, I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a very beautiful, blessed day. And please pray for my city. Pray for Rutherford County. Pray for America. Pray for every single state in the country. Pray for the country. Pray for the earth. Geisha. Pray for the earth, because the way it's going, it don't look like it's going to be an earth in the next couple centuries to come. If y'all want to save earth, we got to do it together. So I love y'all. Have a very beautiful, blessed day.